Hey, hello, my dear Swift learners. How are you all? I hope that you all are very safe and sound at your homes. And today I'm back with another new session for you all. And the session is on light. So today we are going to study about light. We have already done first session and we are going to take that chapter forward with our second session. But before that, we will be seeing what's the platform at which we are studying about. Now, Swiflearn. It is India's most sincere learning destination wherein you get the classes for grade 1 to grade 10. Over here you will be getting interactive classes in which there will be maximum 6 students in every batch. Then, apart from teachers, we have academic mentor team. So that team will be tracking your progress and will be guiding you through the same. Also, we cover your syllabus as per your school exam schedule so that you do not lag behind there also. Apart from these, there are some of the key features which make Swiflearn all the more special. These include detailed progress report, Swiflearn academic test series wherein you can participate and can see the position and can work accordingly, and also unlimited practice tests which include 2 categories, subjective and objective. So what are you waiting for, guys? Just go book your free trial class on Swiflearn and take this amazing experience. And also please subscribe to the channel of Swiflearn and press the bell icon. And if you like this video, kindly press on like button. Okay, so starting our chapter, it is light energy part 2, in which we will be studying about laws of reflection of light, and we are going to verify it through activity. Then we are going to see reflection of light normally incident on a plane mirror and formation of images by a plane mirror. In the last class we saw about reflection and some of the laws of reflection. Okay, so let's revise. So what is reflection? It's when a ray of light, it strikes or it approaches a smooth polished surface and that light ray bounces back. So that is known as reflection of light. And there were some terms important, which were incident ray, angle of incidence, normal, angle of reflection and the reflected ray, and obviously the plane surface or mirror. So incident ray, it is the ray of light which is coming out or incident from any surface. Reflected ray is the ray which emerges after reflection. Normal, it is perpendicular to the surface, to the reflecting surface. Now, what are laws of reflection? So we studied about 2 laws of reflection. First one was the incident ray, reflected ray, and normal to the surface, it lies all in the same plane. And second one said the angle of incidence, it is equal to angle of reflection. Let us quickly see it. So if this is our surface and this is our normal, so here this will be incident ray. Okay, so this will be incident ray which is coming from any light source. Yeah. Okay, and this will be reflected ray which is going after reflecting any surface. This will be angle of incidence and this will be angle of reflection. So first law says that incident ray, reflected ray, this and normal to the point of incidence, it lies all in the same plane. And second says the angle of reflection, that is angle I, it is equal to angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Okay, now next, laws of reflection we already saw. Now we are going to perform experimentally and see or verify the laws of reflection. So what all things do we need? A plane mirror, scale, protractor, thermocol sheet or any cardboard paper will work, white paper, and some of the board pits. So let us see what we are expected to do. First of all, we are going to fix the sheet of white paper on a drawing board and we are going to draw a line M1 as shown here. So this is a kind of line that we need to draw. Then take a point O in the middle of line MM1 and draw a line OA such that angle MOA is less than 90 degrees. Now first what we did, let's say we took a piece of paper. This is a piece of paper. Okay, Then we drew a line which is M1 dash, okay, on that paper, and then we took a point O somewhere at this midpoint, and then we drew a line AO, and we need to see that this angle MOA should be less than 90 degree. Now draw a normal ON, this is the normal, on the line M1 at the point O. So at this point we are expected to draw a line, and then we are going to fix 2 pins, okay. Now on this line OA we will be fixing 2 pins which are P and Q, okay. So it's very simple. Now what are we going to do? At this line which we have drawn M and M1, we are going to place a mirror who is standing vertical, okay, along this line M1, and then we are going to fix 2 pins R and S at some distance. So these are the pins, okay, that we are going to fix, and we are going to keep an eye on the other side of the normal while keeping in line the image of P and Q, that is P dash and Q dash, okay. So we will be seeing where is the image formed, and along that line we will be fixing 2 pins R and S, okay. Now since we have again fixed the pins, what we are going to do, we are going to remove the mirror and pins, and then we are going to draw a line which is joining O, R, S and B, okay. So this is a kind of figure that we will be getting, okay. Now here what will happen, this becomes our angle of incidence, this becomes our angle of reflection. Now we are going to measure it. If we measure the angle of incidence and measure the angle of reflection, okay, we will find that both are equal. So that verifies our first law of reflection, that is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. And since this experiment has been performed on a flat drawing board, so that is a one single plane, okay, so that proves that normal, angle of incident ray and reflected ray, they all lie in one same plane, and that verifies second law of reflection. Now when we measured the angle of incidence and angle of reflection, they came out to be exactly equal, which proves our first law. So we have verified laws of reflection, which says the incident ray, reflected ray, normal to the point of incidence, it lies in same plane, and the angle of incidence, it is equal to angle of reflection. Now let us study the reflection of light rays from a plane mirror. Whenever a light is incident on a plane mirror, what happens? It strikes or it reflects back. So whenever any light ray is incident on a plane mirror, it undergoes reflection. And the angle of as the angle of incidence, it is 0, okay, the reflected angle will always be 0 because it follows the laws of reflection, and reflected ray will be again reflecting in same path, okay. So here we are seeing it. See, if incidental ray, it is coming through here in this direction, then reflected ray will again go back in same direction. Why? Because angle of incidence will be 0. Now we just now saw that angle of reflection is 0, but why does this happen in plane mirror? Because if the incident ray falls along normal, the angle of incidence is 0 degree and not 90. Why? Because we are measuring this angle with the normal. We always measure the angle with normal and the particular ray we are talking about, okay. We do not measure it with the plane mirror. So I'll just tell you how and why is it happening. So if this is our surface and this is our normal, and we need to measure the angle of incidence, so it will be so it will be measured between normal and this incident ray. So this will be our angle of incidence and not this one, right? So that is why it is measured as 0 degree. Why an image formed by plane mirror. So why is image formed? Because the light, it gets out from any object in various directions, and some of the light rays, it reaches the mirror and then they again reflect off the mirror according to laws of reflection, and that rays, they reach our eyes, and that is why we are able to see any image. Okay, so see, the light ray has gone to mirror, strike the surface, reached our eyes, and that is why we are seeing the image. So the image in any plane mirror, it seems to be somewhere in space behind the mirror. We will be seeing the image behind the mirror. Okay, and that kind of image, it is known as virtual image. And the distance between the image and the mirror, it is same as distance between the object and the mirror. Now, talking about the kind of image, we can see the image but we cannot touch it, or we cannot even focus it. So the light rays from any object, it is spreading out, they are hitting any mirror, and they are reflecting back, and they are reaching our eyes, and that is how we are able to see the image of any object. And the image formed by any plane mirror, it is virtual. That is, we are just able to see it. Okay, alright, so here, which type of image it is formed by plane mirror? It is virtual image first of all, then it is upright, and left, right, reverse. So left side, it will be seen as right, and right will be seen as left. The distance between object, the distance between mirror and the image will be same as the distance between object and the mirror, and the size, obviously, it remains the same in the plane mirror. What is a plane mirror? It is a mirror which has flat reflecting surface, and when the light rays strike the plane mirror, the angle of reflection, it is equal to angle of incidence, and all the three, normal, reflected ray and incident ray, they lie on the same plane. Now, talking about some of the more type of mirror, we have convex mirror, concave mirror, etc. So convex mirror, they are placed near ATM, so the bank customers can see if someone is standing behind them. Light, it is a kind of energy which moves in waves, and it is made up of photons. So photons are the particles from which light is made up of, and light takes 1.255 seconds to get from the earth to the moon. Now, the reflecting surface of a torch got rusted. What effect would this have on the beam of light from the torch? So if the reflecting surface of torch gets destroyed or rusted, we will be seeing a kind of very faint beam which will not be clear. Okay, so we won't be getting a clear light, we will be getting very faint light. Let's play an activity to see what we have learnt. A dash mirror is a mirror with flat reflective surface. It's plane mirror. Dash images cannot be formed on screen, virtual. And which type of image is formed by plane mirror? It's virtual image. Cool. So what are the things we have learned today? Laws of reflection of light, we verified it using experiments. We learnt about the plane mirror and the kind of images which are formed by plane mirror. So I guess everything is clear in this chapter. It was a kind of experimental chapter. I hope you might have understood it. We will be taking our chapter further, in which we will be learning a bit more about light energy. And also, if you have missed out on previous session, please go to Swiflearn channel. The videos are listed there. And also book your free trial class on Swiflearn. Thank you. Let's meet in another session.